As a Helldiver, you have already proved yourself to be an elite member of the human race. But what if I told you there's a final trial to prove yourself as an elite member of the elite members? That's right, Diver. I have conjured up a challenge so painful, so traumatizing, so sadistic, that you won't ever look at things the same again. I call it the A.S.A.M.S.O.S.M, also known as the All Samples, All Main and Side Objectives Solo Mission. Here's the rundown. ICBM mission. Drop in. Radar station. Reveal map. Screenshot. Close game. Edit screenshot with optimal path. Start game. The same ICBM mission. Drop in. Follow optimal path. Run into no issues whatsoever. Find all samples. Destroy all outposts. Complete all main objectives. Complete all side objectives. And that's it. Very easy. Once you have achieved 100% completion, you will be the winner. Here's the first loadout. Upon landing, we pick up a railgun. I look towards my cheat sheet and internalize victory in my mind, instantly running to the radar station to clear the first side objective. And it's already so close to the correct spot. An easy objective. That leads to an unfortunate first death. Dropping back in with Will unfazed. We clear the radar station. Next up is the stratagem jammer. An easy clear with the grenade pistol. Now, a brief intermission if you will. This guy right here. He's just a little guy. Going forward, it's important to remember him. He will be back. A lot. Sooner than we thought, too. I will now pump fuel to the ICBM. Whilst pumping, I run into an old friend and get absolutely eviscerated. Whilst pumping again, I am obliterated by the neighborhood watch.
Okie dokie.
Realistically, I should have reset the run here, but because this was my first attempt, I was still a little bit silly. After almost instantly dying to a poor landing, I finish the pump and narrowly dodge the neighborhood watch. I use a resupply to clear a light outpost, swiftly clearing some POIs and getting one up on the neighborhood watchers. We are so back. This was my final chance. Here's the second loadout. I will actually use the HMG this time. Immediately, I make a push for the radar station. Still not sure why I do this, considering I have the cheat sheet on my second monitor. A Hulk jumps at me as I'm en route to demonstrate proper HMG usage. Radar station cleared, and then we move on to the first stratagem jammer. Another easy clear, and it is once again pump time. Fortunately, the neighborhood watch is nowhere to be seen, and I clear it with relative ease. So far, everything is going very well. A Devastator Strider spawns. The automatons deemed this to be a little uncool, and removed it from the game. Next sub-objective. I demonstrate what happens to the brain when a blood vessel bursts, and then the remaining vessels are swiftly filled with lead. I pull a silly little lever. We carry on. Another outpost. And of course it's in range of the second stratagem jammer. As I approach, I have my head clean lopped off my shoulders. Very unfortunate. But not quite as unfortunate as my attempts at shooting a grenade in the vent. Which in itself isn't as unfortunate as having my head blown off my shoulders yet again. All in all, a very bad time at the stratagem jammer. I finally make my escape and sneak past an enemy patrol, whilst having an intimate moment with the enemy. Proceeding to the mortar emplacement, I display why I am truly Super Earth's finest. As you can see, clearly unmatched by all. The HMG finishes off the mortars, and we get some juicy samples. For some reason, as I close in on a huge outpost, a neuron activates in my head and decides to alert the big fuck-off dog shit of my location, which ultimately leads to an untimely demise at the hands of a fully cooked grenade. Which combos into another neuron activation, causing me to do the stupidest possible landing. If I had to explain what happened here, I'd say I don't want to. Here's the 8th loadout. I opt to swap my booster for an extra reinforcement. I drop in. I lose my extra reinforcement. This is okay, and has little to no impact on my current mental state. I break my legs. I shoot some bullets from my mouth. I am gunned down in the streets, detonated, lightly singed, given a clean high-top fade, and instantaneously vaporized. I am cornered, surrounded on all sides, the neighborhood watch to my left and right, and tanks just about everywhere else. Then, just when things are about as bad as they can get, my fate is sealed. The 24th loadout. I drop in. I do some sick gunslinging. A little guy pays me a visit, but I locked the front door, and then his friend breaks into my house. I drop in, and immediately am wiped off the face of the planet. I drop in, and catch fire, and fall over. I quit. This is it. This is how I will go down in history. The man that couldn't beat his own challenge. Defeated by his own self-imposed rules that he could easily modify. A fool. No. This will not be my legacy. The time to prove myself is now. The final loadout. One stratagem down. This will not stop me. We drop in. Fuel pumped. Fire dodged. This guy tweaking. Hell bombs deployed. Smooth as butter. Making my move towards an outpost. Pull the lever. Grab the codes. And just like that, for the first time ever, the ICBM is active. I unbind its shackles, chart its course, and at long last, send it on its way. At this point, I'm a little low on time. It was time to make my mark. With the Pelican overhead, I know it's time. I have done the impossible. 100%. Oh shit. 100% completion. I have completely, legitimately completed the A.S.A.M.S.O.S.M. And as such, I am welcomed as an elite member.